Yo, what's up guys, it's Ruben here with a new video about top 3 stamina races. This isn't for Nybit in specific. I'll make a separate video about that one because then there definitely is some difference. But this is more for the people who make, for example, a stamina sorcerer or a stamina templar, stamina dragonite, and even, yes, stamina Nybit as well. But with the crit, etc., stamina Nybit is a little bit different. So let's get started directly with this. The top 3 races I myself have are Orc, Red God and Wood Elf, aka Bosmer. I will explain the reasons for this very shortly. However, I typed it all out to compare them to each other quite well. So here you can see everything typed out. I got all the passes from all the 3 races that I think are the best for stamina. I got the Red Guard, I got the Orc and I got the Wood Elf. I just took some stats which are quite average for Morrowind public test server. Those stats are quite easy to obtain and overall most people will have these stats. Maybe a bit more health, maybe a bit more stamina, but this is pretty average. So 24k health and 30k stamina. I added Magicka, but it actually doesn't matter. I don't know why I did edit it. Maybe just for the nice look, you know? So we started with the Red Guard. The Red Guard has Adrenaline Rush and also has Conditioning Stamina and Acceleration. So here we can see, thanks to Conditioning Stamina, we will get 33k max stamina. Thanks to the Acceleration with 9% stamina recovery, we get 2.2k multiplied by 1.09 is, well, let's say 2.4k health stamina recovery. If we do Adrenaline Rush, and this is optimum with this calculation, you know, this is that every time, whenever it's down, when the 5 seconds are over, you directly do a melee attack. Every time. It's impossible to directly do it when it's down. It is possible to do it like a second after or half a second, but exactly it isn't possible. But for the sake of fair recrafting, we say it is. Okay, that's 792 divided by 2 multiplied by 2. And the reason for this is because recovery is based on every 2 seconds, while this happens every 5 seconds. So, from the Adrenaline... I fucked up there. Adrenaline Rush, we will get 370 stamina recovery. It's a lot weaker in Morrowind. So this combined is 2750 stam recovery at its best. This is when you are constantly proccing Adrenaline Rush. Orc. Orc has increased health 6% and stamina. Here you see the stats, I'm not going too much in depth about it. It has no bonus to stamina recovery. It does have a little bit of bonus to health recovery. Health recovery, well, if you don't run a certain setup with it, it's not that much. It's maybe like 100, maybe 200 at best, more. However, there are a couple of extras which are not into the stats. Plus 5% healing receipt, plus 4% melee attack, sprint cost minus 12, and plus 10% speed while sprinting. And the Wood Elf has, well, max stamina, just like the Orc. Brownie has Brawny. It has resist affliction, plus 6% max stamina. Stamina recovery, 21%, quite a lot. So you almost get 2.7k stamina recovery and no health bonus. Some extras, resist affliction, plus 1.5k poison and disease resistance. And stealthy, minus 3 meter detection radius and plus 10% stealth damage. So, like we can see here already, is at this moment, the Bosmer has 2662 stamina recovery and the Red Guard has at its best, okay, 2750. However, you constantly need to proc Adrenaline Rush to get this, otherwise you will have less. Then you will have like 2.4k. While the Bosmer, it's constantly. You will always have this stamina recovery. No matter what you, well, if you block or something like that, of course, but you know, it isn't a huge difference. It's the difference of 53 stamina recovery every 2 seconds. And that's once again only if you practice perfectly, which I think most people will not do it every 5 seconds after it's down directly. maybe half a second later. However, if you do it at health or 1 second later, Bosmer will already outweigh the red guard regarding stamina recovery. Now, the max stats regarding stamina are a bit lower, 1.2k stamina lower, that's true. But you also get some poison and disease resistance and the recovery. Personally, I think the Wood Elf Bosmer is now better stamina recovery wise than the red guard. Because like I said, it's such a small amount of difference and you constantly need to practice. If you're running away, you add 2.4k if you're not in combat. So the other one is the Orc. And the Orc is very, very nice as well in my opinion. It doesn't have any bonus with stamina recovery. However, it has a nice increasement in max health, which is quite nice, and stamina. The other benefits I really love with the Orc, you know. The increased healing received at 5% makes a heal quite a bit stronger, you know. It makes figure quite a bit more effective. The 4% melee attack is definitely nice, you can definitely notice it. And because of this you can, for example, run 1 weapon damage glyphy less and do a recovery instead. I know then you still will be at 2350 stamina recovery around that. But this is what I love about the Orc. Sprint minus 12% cost and 10% speed. Personally, for example with a Templar, or a Dragonite, or even a Stamina Sorcerer. Overall, well, Stamina Sorcerer is maybe a bad example. Stamina Sorcerer has a great mobility, but the Templar and Dragonite do not. They do not have that great mobility. And that's great about the sprint and the increasement of speed. When you use a few pieces of medium armor along with the Orc, sprint reduced cost, 10% more speed, pop an immovability potion, and you can escape so many Zergs. It escaped and held me so many times. And that's what I want to say here, you know. If you still want to be an up in the face, tank-like stamina build, I would still go with the Red Guard. It's still strong. If you want to be a high DPS crit build like I'm running on my Templar for example, but want some mobility as well, I would definitely recommend the Orc. If you are more in a bit of group play, and you sometimes have to hide behind something like line of sight, stuff like that, I would recommend the Wood Elf, because you will get the recovery, and with the adrenaline rush from the Red Guard you are not getting it. However, because you are with a group, you don't need mobility to run away from the Zergs. Not as much as the Orc if you are going solo. And that's my verdict. So the Red Guard is more for the tanks, still in my opinion. The melee up in the face. If you're going to use something like a bow or something, don't go with the Red Guard. Absolutely don't go with the Red Guard. Then go for the Wood Elf. If you want to be something like high DPS and mobility, go with the Orc. And once again, just pure STAM focus regeneration, go with the Wood Elf. That was pretty much it. Much more content guides regarding Morrowind are coming up. Subscribe to the channel, check out the website www.getthedgegaming.com for more info. I wish you all a great day. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. See you in Tamriel. Ruben out.